just want to reaffirm how easy this is to our audience, because we've gotten so into it now. We understand the trick is in today's world, and this is what Matt's trying to say, is once you have an RSS feed, the whole world's open to you. Matt's found a way to turn that RSS feed comfortably into audio. Then you can take it and put it into one single platform that's really smart, that pushes it everywhere it has to go in today's world and gives you all of the metrics you need to see. I mean, I learned that nobody's on Stitcher, but everybody's on Spotify, just at least for my kind of content, because every week when I post, I can see these numbers. And if you've never heard of Stitcher, don't worry about it, I'm saying, but there's a million channels out there. There's some in India I'm on now, but Libsyn does all that for me. Am I right, Matt? Just like you get it on Buzz. So no one has to worry about this stuff. Everybody take a breath. The trick is get the RSS feed to turn into something cool, and then it can all automate. Now, what Tom has done is he's added one more thing, which is we do at E&P. You've added the actual podcast where you host a daily wrap up. You do it just in audio, not video, correct?
Just audio. Yeah, nobody wants to see my face.
I'm about to turn off my damn YouTube channel because we go through a lot of, look at the green screen behind me, the lights, the whole bit. And it's not, most of my audience is audio driven. I wouldn't have predicted that. It's so funny. But so you're finding the same thing. You're just comfortable doing a quick audio 5-minute wrap up, right? And that's a separate channel, correct?
It is. And I mean, honestly, I do it at the end of the day. I go up, my kids are asleep. I record it in my house for 5 or 10 minutes. I put it together on GarageBand on my Apple. I upload it and it's done. And I set it to go live at 5 o'clock the next morning. So
that's it.
It's very easy. Yeah.
Now, Jared, what are you doing? Are you out there as well with your content? Are you pushing it out, your stories with audio as well?
Just through the platform on the website with the new audio articles. We do not have a podcast currently.
How about Courtney and Codi? Are you, I mean, is your stuff put out onto Spotify? Are you putting your audio articles out yet, or is it only Tom so far on this?
Right. Part? So actually we had been doing our articles through Buzzsprout as well, probably a year ago. And so, and then when this came on with Matt to do the audio articles and kind of get him into an easy playlist like that, that was a value to us to be able to kind of see that for our readership, for those guys that are on mobile and on desktop and want the audio piece.
And how much effort is this taking, Matt, for your papers to do this, for your?
Well, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, it's totally automated on their side. We have, software that goes through and just turns the text into the audio and it creates the playlists. I guess what I'm curious about, and maybe I'll just put it to the panelists, Tom, I know you're not primarily paid model, but you do have the donations. I mean, do you guys see an opportunity to sell subscriptions to audio only content? Is there an audience for that? Or do you just see it as packaging it in with the regular website? Maybe let's start with Jared.
Start with Jared. What I'm saying.
Thanks.
Currently, it's just a package service for us. If we see the people using this tool more and more, that may be something we explore in the future. But I think in the short term, we're just going to use it as a service to our subscribers.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, the stats we'll definitely keep an eye on. I'm watching them very closely before we go to Codi. They are measuring at least 2 to 3 times the plays as the on article plays. So the playlist idea has definitely been successful, but we just got to get the word out more, and we'll see if there is enough unique plays there. Codi, any thoughts on this at all, or is it too early to tell for you?
I think it's a little early to tell, but right now I kind of think of it as kind of a little bonus add-in value, that was maybe unexpected for our readers, that maybe they're on the mobile app and I'm like, oh, wow, I can actually listen to this right now, as I head out the door or as I'm driving wherever. And so right now, I think it's more of an added value aspect that maybe wasn't expected for our readers.
Wow. Yeah, I think at this stage, they barely know about it, so we can't start selling subscriptions, but yeah, good point.
And
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I was going to just say Tom.
Oh, yeah. Tom, yeah, what do you think? I mean, again, purely as like audio only subscription, not as like some kind of combo with the rest of it.
I think, for us, I think the way that I would look to monetize this is to get an advertising sponsor or two to pay, a few $100 a month or whatever it ends up being,
Right.
rather than trying to get individual listeners for $5 a month. But I do think in certain markets that would be, it would make sense. I think, a lot of it just comes down to knowing your audience. We're in a market where people are used to getting a lot for free. So I think the exposure of being able to go to an advertiser to say, hey, we've got X number of people listening to this every month,
Right.
that probably makes it easier. And then I'm dealing with 1 or 2 businesses as opposed to 100 or 200 people.
That's amazing.
Right.